What is up, everyone? We are going live shortly to talk about Schmoedown Atlanta, everything that's going down right there in Atlanta. And Kenneth will probably have to carry the show because, well, you'll see pretty soon. We're the Not the Peg Show starting now. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Not the Peg Show. This is your weekly Schmoedown Podcast. I am your co-host, Albert Wiradharma, and today I'm joined by my co-host, Kenneth Luciano. Kenneth, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Albert?
It's very, very hot in this outfit.
I can see that.
So, in case, well, we'll get to explaining what my outfit is all about. But today, this is the Not the Page Show. We talk about the movie trivia Schmoedown, which is a movie trivia game show, pretty much that is from the SEN network, and we talk it on a weekly basis. And today, what we'll be talking about is the ATL Atlanta live event, which involves the Alex Damon versus Emily Rose Jacobson Intergeekdom match, as well as the championship match between Dangerous Dan Murrell and Ben the Boss Bateman, in which, spoiler, as you can see from the thumbnail itself, Dan Murrell won in sudden death, which is incredible. So we will be talking about all that. But before we get to that, in case anyone is wondering what the hell is going on, if you're on audio, you're missing out. Go check out the video version on my channel at Jaw Movies. Find the video version of this week's episode, and then you can see what actually is going on. But Kenneth, would you like to explain why I am in this attire?
Oh yeah, so we have a section called Pick'em Payoff where we bet points. Well, not points, it's just 1 point for each win. So each of the correct prediction give you a point. And I think I won 6 points. To Albert got 3 points. Yeah, 6-3.
So yep. Go on.
And now his punishment is to wear, I don't know, 4 layers of jacket and with heater on his room.
Yeah, so basically Pick'em Payoff every month we take, like Kenneth say, we bet on the matches. At the end of the month, I got 3 right and 6 wrong in my prediction. Kenneth got a staggering 6 and 3. And wait, are we including? Wait, no, ATL is including for this month, so we're sort of having a fresh slate starting today. This one was the last one was Sullivan versus Adam Witt and Cleveland against Barbarian. But yeah, so the punishment we decided on is, well, Indiana, you know the weather, you never know. The weather is all over the place. So I thought, you know what, be prepared. Even though the spring is coming around, be prepared in case of a blizzard comes around or something. So yeah, I have a scarf. I have a beanie on. I don't know why I'm wearing my glasses. I cannot see shit. It's all dark. Sorry, I swear. There's I have 5 layers of clothing on. I have a hoodie. I have a denim jacket. I have a varsity jacket, and I have this thing, and I have a shirt inside it too, and an undershirt. So I cannot move at all. So that's why if the show doesn't look so good, and if I type down something bad or I pick the wrong banner, so you know why. And Kenneth, you have to carry the show for me.
I think it's a bit late to report for the winter chill weather because spring is around the corner.
It's never late in Indiana.
Are you sure about that? All right, you're gonna wear that for a week then.
Oh no, please no. Please no. It's yeah, well, I don't know Fahrenheit because I never know Fahrenheit, but in Celsius right now, it's oh god, my Face ID doesn't even recognize me. Hold on. It is like around what 5.8 Celsius, which is pretty nice in terms of Indiana. But anyway, yeah, let's get to the Schmoedown Atlanta. Let's talk about it because we'll be talking about it for a while. I don't know how long, but yep.
All right.
So Kenneth, we are introducing a new segment, and what is it called?
It's called Lock It In.
And yes, so basically we'll be saying a statement, And then Kenneth will ask the prompt if we should lock it in or we should not, and then we'll both discuss if we agree on that statement, locking it in, meaning that that is like 100% definitely the answer. If not, then we will argue about it. So yes, Kenneth, what is the first what is the first prompt?
Okay. Alex Damon will win the IG belt this season. Shall we lock it in?
I'll start first. Oh god. Whew. All right. So Alex Damon will win the IG belt this season. Shall we lock it in? No, not at all. Yes, he had an excellent win. We will break down the match right away against Alex Damon versus Emily Rose Jacobson in Inner Geekdom. He have an excellent win, a dominant win, a TKO in fact, which boosts Roxy's team, I believe, automatically to the number 3 rankings, which is huge based on the bottom. But I don't think he's going to win IG belt this season because we still have Smets, we still have Mara, Chandru is still there, Brandon the Hotman, sorry, Hitman, not Hotman, Hana, he brought the wheel up, so he's still there. He still have a presence. And then Robert Parker, which make an entrance as well, he's still there. So too much competition. Alex Damon will hang in there. I don't think he's good enough to win just yet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he'll get the IG belt this season. Yeah, there's still so many people out there like Kalinowski, Matt, Robert Parker, who stole the mic. And honestly, I thought it was a lost child just hanging out around the stage, but we'll see soon enough how good he is.
But yeah, let's break down the match. Let's talk about that match. Kenneth, do you have the numbers about the rounds?
Yes, I do. So Damon versus Jacobson. So Damon got a 3 points lead in round 1. He got 8-5. That's a big lead for round 1.
Let's talk about that first. Last week during the preview, I said the key was, aside from the fact that Damon needs to get Star Wars, the key was that Emily Rose needs to have a strong round 1 because you never know what will happen. And as soon as Emily got 5 and Damon got 8, I sort of I'm still hoping for Emily to win, but my hope was sort of down. You can see it in my reaction video, by the way. Yeah, I did a reaction video for the first time in a while, and it's already uploaded to my channel. I just made it public. And the audio is a bit spotty because I used the original live stream, which they had technical difficulties. The new live stream has way better in terms of audio. So yeah, forgive me about that. And it was just like kind of after round 1, at least for me, it's already sort of an upset because first of all, Damon did amazing. 8 is no slack in the geekdom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Jacobson just sort of fumbles the ball, if that's to say the least. What do you think?
Yeah, that just goes to show how much better he is in Inner Geekdom than anyone thought. Yeah, we all thought he was like, oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, if he get 8 question in Star Wars, he'll get 8 question. But there's I think there's only one Star Wars and a lot of really random stuff from Inner Geekdom, and he could answer all of them, almost all of them.
Yeah, and then not only that, like the Star Wars question was kind of, I sort of know it, but I don't know the exact phrasing because I sort of it's a crawl question, which is like very toss up.
Yeah.
But then yeah, he still got 8, which is great. I wonder if that got into Emily's head a bit because people saying that, oh, Emily probably is gonna win this or whatever. I wonder if that got to her head a bit. But she's still I was still holding hope. And then what happened in round number 2?
Round number 2, Alex Damon spin the wheel. First lands on Wizarding World, and then he spins again, got spin again, spins again, and at the end he got opponent choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, when he spun the wheel, the pegs actually flew off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shows how strong the force is with him that day.
I didn't thought about it. But yeah, Brandon Hanna brought out the wheel, he spins it. The pegs flew off. He lands on the first time around. He lands on Wizarding World, and then the second time he lands on opponent's choice. Emily Rose Jacobson, as she revealed, they discussed it, and it's like, you know what? Let's give him the wheel slice that he decided to spin away from, which is Wizarding World. God damn it, I cannot breathe. And then, Emily gave it Wizarding World. Damon did pretty good. He managed to go multiple choice, but he played it safe and he did pretty
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, he did play it safe with Did he goes multiple choice for all of them? I think he did.
I,
Yeah, he did.
I can't remember. I can
I
check.
no, I think he did 4 multiple and 1 2 points. That's how he got 14.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, that might be steals. He goes multiple in all of them.
True.
He did he
Okay.
did go,
Oh,
he did go multiple in all of them. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, and Emily spun the wheel and got spinner choice, which is wow.
Initially she got Middle Earth, and then she decided to spin again, get Spinner's Choice, and yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. This and see how Damon got opponent choice and Emily got spinner choice. That should give the advantage to Emily, but still after round two, Emily was down 5 points after that.
Yeah, and then I just wanna. What did you think? Did you think first of all when she got you were rooting for Damon? Were you right? Correct.
Yep, I was.
When that initially happened,
Mhm.
what was your like initial thoughts Damon got opponents and Emily's got the spinners?
Well, when Emily got spinners, I'm like, oh, he's gonna probably either tie it up or at least gains a bit of advantage over Damon because you got spinner's choice. That should be yours. You should pick out your strength, which you should be able to answer almost everything there. But then that did not happen, and she was down 5 points, which is a big gap going into round three.
Yeah, and it's it's funny because I thought Emily she knows her comic book stuff, so I thought she would have gone with MCU, and she did reveal at
Mhm.
the interview that she it was either MCU or Trek for her, and she decided to go
Mhm.
Trek because she feels like she's more confident with some of the cast and the Trek
Mhm.
films. But yeah, the track questions were kind of deep cut, and she didn't manage to be able to pull it off. I think she should have stuck with MCU or something like that.
Mhm.
Even I think it was on Schmoedown backstage or something. I think Bateman mentioned Adam Hlavak, which is Emily's boyfriend, and Adam Hlavak texted her after the match saying that why didn't you go over MCU or something like that that you've been more familiar with. I don't know if that was like a Dagnino's managing make her go into Star Trek. If it is, it wasn't the wisest decision. But knowing her track record in the past, yes, she did good in Star Trek in the past. But I feel like she would have MCU feels like more of her thing, at least to me,
I see.
from
Okay.
an audience perspective. But yeah, she managed to get 14-9. Still down. She goes to round number three. And then in round number three, her first question was a Back to the Future question
Mm-hmm.
and was asking about what month did Martin McFly travel to in Back to the Future Part 1. In my reaction video, I believe I got it right. I think I barely remember, and I feel like I should have got it right because I have a poster right there.
Okay.
But yeah, Emily misses that one. And then the second one, wait, no, she did got that one. And then the second one, she missed the 3-pointer on the Indiana Jones, which is another poster that I have over there.
Mhm.
But I
Alright.
also know this answer because I kid you not, I remembered answering this exact same question on a previous reaction video because you know how they say they're gonna recycle the questions.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the questions that recycle, and I clearly remember this because as well, I can't remember if the question popped up or not, but you remember Taylor Robinson, who is a Schmoedown reactor. She used to compete in Inner Geekdom, and at one point she was about to do Inner Geekdom, and I helped her out with the training. This is one of the questions that I asked her, and I think it came out in the match. I don't remember, but yeah, that's why I remember as well. The answer was Sand. It was the In Raiders of the Lost Ark when the Ark was first opened. What do Belloc and company find? The answer was Sand. And finally, she missed us that one. She answered Skull, I think. And then the last one was Attack of the Clones. Like how many
Oh.
trials in the Supreme Court, which is like,
Oh
yikes,
yeah, yeah.
super
Yeah, that
yikes.
was.
So what did you think of Emily's round three and then Damon winning by TKO?
Oh yeah, Emily round three was it was just bad. Only got her 2 points, misses 3 points and 5 point, and Damon won by TKO. Damon didn't even have to lift a finger there at round three.
Yeah, and how like sort of poetic is it that he won by like he won with the Star Wars question?
Star Wars. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
And he
you
also
know
mentioned in his interviews like, so this is how I feel to miss a question.
that is
Oh,
he have a good
that
interview. That was funny.
that was that was gold right there.
That's like so. This is what how everyone else feels like. Though basically, that was brilliant and really funny, Damon
Oh
right
yeah.
there. And yeah, I guess like you said in the last episode, having a home court advantage, I guess like a home audience really
Hmm.
benefits.
I see.
He feels like he feels more at home than Emily. I feel like
I
even though
get.
Emily got big guns around her.
Also, I think Damon knows Star Wars more than George Lucas. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you
sure. I'm pretty sure by this point he knows more than George Lucas.
also like by this point, you know how Star Wars have like those snow planets. I was in that one right now instead of being in this room with the heater on.
You
So
mean
yeah,
hot?
yeah, that's snow planet hot, ironically called
Uh,
hot.
ironically.
But oh yeah, yeah. So let's. You talking about the interview? I really thought I mentioned this in my I mentioned this in my reaction video. But why don't you read our next question prompt?
All right. Robert Parker's entrance stole the show. Shall we lock it in?
Yes, and I'm gonna say yes. I am for me. I am gonna lock it in. By the way, I forget we didn't. I don't think we agreed on if Damon will win the Inner Kingdom belt. I don't think we agree that he will win it, so we don't lock it in for that prompt.
Yeah, we don't lock it in.
Okay, so for this one, I say lock it in 100%. Even in my post in my reaction video, which you should check out by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned yes, as cool was as Damon's line was. Oh, so this is how it feels like to miss or Roxy's post interview with her jabs and everything. As soon as Robert the Spider Parker came up on stage, that is what everyone's just talking about. It's like, oh shoot, this kid right here, this Robert Parker, he's like what I think he's 23, but he's clearly way smaller than everyone in terms of size, and it just sort of like stands out in a way, and the way how he trash talk and how he's so confident, it's just like it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant stuff, and I really thought even though Alex Damon had a powerful performance, Emily have a great performance. They have a both amazing interviews. I thought Robert Parker, hands down, stole the show for that part of the match.
Hmm. I For me actually, I don't think he stole the show because first of all, he hasn't played a single match. Maybe you know how good he is, but I don't really know how good he is. So I kind of want to see him play first and then talk big, like show some action. See, you can beat Kalinowski or Smet or those top players there.
Well, I forget when he's actually supposed to play. I don't think the schedule is up yet. But here's the thing. First of all, the reason I say he stole the show, and I am going to address it, something that you said in the pre-interview, in the pre-show. You said you skipped this interview. That's why you didn't realize Robert Parker was there, and I had to tell you Robert Parker was there. Maybe that's why you wasn't took by surprise. When I was doing the reaction, I didn't know Robert Parker was gonna pop up. So when that happened, I was like,
Uh,
"Oh, oh, Robert Parker." I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of him in the fan leagues. I'm excited for him to be in the main league in Schmoedown. So yeah, like you said, yes, he need to prove himself. I think he will prove himself once he faces Alex Ace Cabrera.
mhm.
But I'm really excited to see Robert Parker, and this really. I mean, the fact that he is a rookie, he's very young. I don't think Chance or Oyama had an entrance in a live event and from the fan leaks, and the fact that he has to steal the mic from Roxy, from Alex Damon, from Brad Gilmore, big personalities, talk in front of everyone, Atlanta, talking smack. That gives you a lot of balls and lots of confidence right there. So that's why for me I lock it in, but you
Yeah,
don't.
that's true. Yeah, because you know him since he was in the fan league, but I
Mhm.
don't. I just see him as like, okay, who's this kid? Somebody lost his kid. He's now up the stage. He's stealing the microphone. Somebody get him.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
because you know him more than I do because because I don't even know how he looks like before he was up in the stage.
Oh wait, really? You didn't see him during the draft either?
I don't think so. Maybe I
Yeah.
did, but I forgot. There's too
Well,
many people to draft.
true. Well, fair enough, but yeah, he that's why I thought he made an excellent entrance for the rookie because we haven't seen, I guess, aside from Barbarian and maybe James White, none of the rookies have impressed me so far in terms of their entrance, and this one certainly does.
Hmm.
All
So
right, so yeah, so I guess half lock it in, half not. So in conclusion, it's not a lock it in. In order to lock it in, all of us have to agree on it. So yeah, this is
all
not
right.
a lock. All right, so what is our next prompt?
Next prompt is Bateman's versus Merle championship match is the best match of all time. Shall we lock it in?
All right. Do you want me to take this, or do you want to take it first?
You can take it first.
Okay. Shall we? I'll say if we should lock it in or not, and then I'll explain. Shall we lock it in? Best match of all time? No, we should not lock it in. Is it a good match? Is it an amazing match? Is it a perfect match? Yes. Is it the best match of all time? Too much recency bias going around. It's tough to say, but no, because if you talk about the best match of all time, I can still say several stuff. Knapsack versus Whitworth, the Iron Man match. Patriots versus Above the Line 2. Corruption versus Founding Fathers, the first one, even though that ends in the loss for Founding Fathers. Rachel Cushing versus Mike Kalinowski in Inner Geekdom. Mike Kalinowski versus Matt Inner Geekdom. Like, I can see a bunch more in terms of best match. Roca versus Merle, best match of all time. This one's definitely up there. I just don't think I'm ready to declare it as the best match of all time because it's just so soon. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree here. I mean, like, best match of all time. Okay, so for you, you know Schmoedown way longer than I did. So I
Yep.
didn't know what's like the old match. Seems like I don't think I've watched them, but it's true what you said. There's even I agree. There's a better match that has aired before this, like the Mike Kalinowski versus Matt, Mike versus Cushing. And
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say this one got me so excited. Ben Bateman's versus Andrew Guy on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's my favorite match. Yeah,
Oh,
when
is it?
came out with a chair. Yeah.
I
When
never
did
knew. I
you
never
see
knew that was your favorite.
when did you see people knock other people out on a trivia match?
Well, not on a trivia match, but on a wrestling ring. That happens a lot.
Yeah, but this is a trivia match. Well, which is in a wrestling ring, but
Yeah.
that doesn't really give you a reason to knock someone out. But sure. I say this is a good match because it just shows that how they were in the same faction, and that creates a lot of drama, and that's really fun.
Yeah, and well, let's break down the match. But okay, so we both agree that it's not. We shouldn't lock it in. But let's break down the match. And starting with, first of all, that promo by Nerd Chronic, Eric Rodriguez. This is one of the best. I've said that many times that he does amazing promos. The fact that he covered the history of Moral, the history of him being in the Schmoedown ever since the beginning, the founding fathers, history of the Five Horsemen since the beginning, with Jason Inman and Matt Nose era, history of Ben Bateman with Team Action, and finally to Who's the Boss, and finally joining the Exchange and the Horsemen. Like, it all blends so seamlessly in a way, and it's just so hyped. It's so perfect to showcase what, if no one knows what Moral and Bateman's all about, show them this promo and they'll be like, wow, this is a lot at stake. So incredible job by Nerd Chronic. And then, yeah, the entrance. Moral accompanied by Roca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but entrance with BC as well. I believe BC was there too, right? And then, like, when Bateman enters with the Finstock, also with Emily Rose Jacobson. Emily looks so pumped in this entrance, which is like, I guess she's very excited to be part of the Finstock exchange, so that's good. And yeah, they say there's going to be no promo in the beginning, but as soon as they took the stage, of course, Bobby Gucci.
Of course.
And then he starts talking about something. I forget what he says, and then Roka takes the mic as well. So as soon as Finn stop take the mic, and then as soon as Roka take the mic, what is your initial thoughts? By the way, my ears are sweating. I never know you could sweat from your ears, but my ears are sweating.
When Roka took the mic, whoa, they're all in the same faction and they're like going against each other. I'm like, oh, this is exciting.
Hmm. Oh, you just thought it's exciting. You didn't thought that things could go bad.
Oh no, yeah, I thought like, well, here's the manager. You could.
Yeah, it's just I just find it like they they say there's not gonna be any promos, no smack talk, and then the next thing you know, hold on, I need to say some stuff about my player, about everything. So it's like could go wrong. Also, first of all, Dino have a okay shirt in the previous match. His
Okay.
belly button is all over the place in this match, and not to mention at the end
Yep,
he threw his
true.
shirt.
How many
Interesting fact.
times?
Did you know apparently after he threw his shirt, and this was mentioned by Ben Bateman on Schmoedown backstage, when he threw his shirt and then he have to leave the stage and go back to the green room, the security guard saw him and it's like, hey, you're homeless, get away, go out. And they actually escort him out of the studio and he have to go back around to go in because they thought he was a homeless guy roaming around in the theater. That is just brilliant stuff. Your face looks stunned right now.
So they thought Tom Dagnino was a homeless guy. So he's like,
Yep. But yeah, you were about to say something about how many times something.
how many times did he change his clothes in one day?
I don't know. 5 probably.
That must be a nightmare for him to pack. It's like, okay, I'm going for 5 days. I need 5 shirts for one day, so 25 shirt.
Mm-hmm.
This must be horrifying for him to travel.
But yeah, let's get to the match. Round one, Bateman have 6,
Alright.
Merle have 9. He got the bonus and he got it right. And we know, I mean, if it's like even Bateman said it, if it's an Iron Man match, we know who's gonna win. Knowledge versus knowledge, Mortal is gonna win. No shade to Bateman. Bateman knows his stuff, but knowledge versus knowledge, Mortal's gonna win. The reason why Bateman's such a good player, and you see it in the match, is because he is the best in terms of playing the game, in terms of game player. He's the best. If I have to make a comparison to NBA, he's the Chris Paul of it. He might not be the best point guard, but he knows the best about the game. He knows the tricks and everything. He have the smartest in terms of like the word basketball IQ. He have the smartest Schmoedown IQ, not in terms of the knowledge, but in terms of how to play the game. And that's why he's such a deadly proponent. Which is why, once again, when we go to sudden death, I wasn't surprised that Moral wins it because it's a straight free for all Iron Man type format.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
But yeah, 6-9 to round number 1. What did you think after round number 1?
So in round number 1, I'm like, well, Bateman has to get his act on round number 2. If he go on a more disadvantage in round number 2, then this could go to Merle. But thankfully, he got 14 and 15 after round number 2 with only 1 point difference. So that's good going for him. Yeah, but this also goes to show like even with the with the GOAT, you can still at least tie up the game. That's as you say, he is the greatest player in terms of playing the game here.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he tied up the point with Merle. But when it goes to sudden death, when it's just knowledge versus knowledge until the end, it has to go to Merle, I would say.
But yeah, let's talk about round number 2.
Mhm.
Moral spun first. He spun by the wheel. He lands on Anne Hathaway, which he did good for the most part, except that one colossal questions about which country in South Korea. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I know that you watched it because I believe Moral recommended me that actual video from Sweden,
Mhm.
that actual movie. and he just missed it, I guess. And even they missed it. Even Mara missed it. Everyone apparently missed it in the studio, according to them. In my reaction video, I got it right. I shared it to a friend. I shared it to Matthew Chen, and I shared it to Andrew Just as well. And they both saw it, and they both got it. And we all three thought it was very easy. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like there are so many films that they got mixed up, but it's just like it's something to point out. That's just kind of funny to me. But yeah, Bateman spins it, lands on Nora Ephron, and I don't know if he spins it from the wheels or from the pegs.
I know
Because
he do like this
wanna-
kind of thing.
I'll try.
and
I'll
he
try
do
to find.
this.
I'm gonna try to find a clip while you try to explain what's going on.
All right, so if you don't know, from the camera point, there's a shadow on top of the wheel, and you can see that his hand kind of grabs for the peg, but then when it goes down, it was flush straight with the wheel. So we have no idea if he spun by the pegs or by the wheel. Maybe
Yeah,
a combination of both.
like he moved the wheels using the pegs, and then when he spins it, his hands was grazing on the pegs, but he sort of grazed it on the side of the wheel as well.
Mhm.
So I want to say he spins it by the wheel, but I'm not sure, man. I am not sure. Here's the clip, and I'm going to put it like on like very slow speed as well. Let's try to put it on a like point. What's the slow speed? 0.25 speed.
All right.
All right, let's screen share this. Hold on. Uh-oh. I just realized something. I have to do this. Okay. Screen share. Kaboom. Very good for audio listeners. Ben Bateman versus Dan Murrell. All right.
Uh-oh.
So you see that. Oh, hold on.
Hold
Okay.
on. There you go.
Like you cannot you have to really close in on it, but he clearly he like you have to really zoom in, but it's like he spins it by the edge of it. Like this is like the pegs, and it's like phew.
No, I think he moved it up by the peg, and then he went for the wheel and spins it. Well, that's kind of what I think it is.
Yeah, so okay, so you think he spins it by the wheels.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. But either way, it's still our hypothesis is still true, and it still lies.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I love how there is there is a show dedicated to arguing whether someone spins by the pegs or not. Like we go in detail and just focus on
Yes,
is that pegs or is that wheels?
And it is amusing how we're like 2 months into the season. Is it 2 months? I'm not sure.
It's 1 month, sort of 1 month.
It's
Well, yeah.
Okay, one.
Yeah, 1 month.
and a half. 1 month. 1 month to the season, and our theory is still true. We'll see how long this could go on.
It is, and I sent a super chat to Schmoedown backstage. I tell about this. I tell about the exact same fact, and Frank Janich luckily was there, so he can testify because he saw my tweet, and it's like, I know what is that. And then like Roka and Murrell Roka and Bateman sort of talk about it. Oh wow, really? That's fascinating. Did you spin it from the wheels? And then Murrell's like, and then Bateman's like, no, I didn't. No, I did spin it from the wheels, not the pegs, because this is very special wheel and everything like that. But to be frank, he's sort of like so close.
Nah, no, I think he moved it up by the pegs, and then he
did,
went
he
for
did.
the wheel.
He did. But yeah, either way, if he spins by the pegs or if he spins by the wheel, our theory still stands. So
Yeah.
all right. So for we just spent like several minutes talking about whether someone spins by the pegs or wheel.
It's interesting. Interesting.
All right. So round number 3, betting round. Murrell stuns it from the wheel. God's opponent's choice. Wait, no, not God's opponent's choice.
No.
Tyler. Oh God, your microphone just like exploded. Tyler Perry. And then he bet 0. Bateman bet 3. Murrell missed it. Bateman got it right. The answer was engineer, which is Idris Elba's character's occupation, which is like a huge get because now it's 17-15. Now this is first lead of the game. What did you think after that? Do you think the momentum shifted?
Oh yeah, it did when Murrell didn't bet any point and Bateman got the 3 point. I can see he was really excited. He was like, yes, this mechanic.
He was literally like, yeah, with a scarf as well. Also, fun fact: the both times Ben Bateman uses a scarf in a live show, he lost. So,
Oh.
Bateman, maybe you shouldn't wear a scarf. I don't know. He looks cool in it. Chicago, he looks great. This
Oh yeah, he looks great.
he just lost both times. Maybe the scarf is a bad thing for him.
Maybe. Okay, let's make another show, not the scarf.
Not the scarf.
Not the scarf.
Not the scarf. The companion show to Not the Pigs. But yeah, 14-17. I thought it was, first of all, smart by Dan Murrell, because I know he doesn't know. Well, not that I know he doesn't know. He knows that he doesn't know Tyler Perry. He doesn't want to risk it. If he knows that he'll be only down by, if Bateman bets 3, he'll only be down by 2, which is still possible. So very smart of him.
Mm.
And then Bateman just going all in with 3, which is like a huge thing. Because if he misses, he would have 11-15. But instead he goes 17-15, which is like big. And then going to round number 4, buzzer round. Bateman got all of them except the first one, I believe, which is the is it the first one or is it the last one? Basically the MCU Black Panther question, which film has won the Oscar. I believe that's actually the first one. And then he got all of them right, so he got final score of 20-15.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is big for him. So, what did you think for round number 4?
Yeah, I think he's really focused. He's just quick on his hand to press that button, and he got almost our question right. Merle was just like, "Okay, go on, answer your buzzer." He's like, "I'm gonna show you in the last round."
That's true. 20-15, down by 5. So, which is
that's a big gap to go into the final round.
It is, but it's Dan Murrell, so you gotta.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, I forget to address it. In round number 1, Dan Murrell made an answer which made me laugh so hard. The answer was John Woo. He answered it, Sir.
Sir John Woo. Yeah.
Because of the Surgeon. That is so smart of him making that joke. I laughed so hard. But yeah. Anyway, going back, round number 5, 25 to at the end of round number 5, 25-25. It was Dan got
all of it.
Did he got? Yeah, he got all of it because he needs.
He got all of it.
And then Bateman only got his 2 and his 3. He misses his 5, which was a tough 5-pointer. It was basically in the Judd Apatow written and produced Heavyweights. What is the name of Tony Perkins' new head counselor, who is from far away? Apparently, I haven't seen this film, but apparently they're acting for the name of the character, and it's not even the name of a main character. So it's like, and it's not even the most famous film. So it's very tough. And like, I've never seen it because this is a film which is like sort of a family film, which if you grew up in the 90s, you probably have seen it. Pretty much like, let's say, like, what do you think is a film from our era that most people probably haven't seen unless it's like like a childhood thing? Like, let's say, I'm trying to think. But like, let's say, okay, the film, I'm just going to go back to this every time. Monster House, that animated horror film. Only our era of people have seen it because it's like, it's right in the time for like children to watch.
Wait, what animated horror film?
Monster House. Most people our era have seen it. Like, if you ask like people who are 3, 4, 5, let's say 5 years older than us, or even 10 years older than us, they probably never heard of the film. But if they ask a story about that, like, we probably know it, and they don't. So it's like a generational thing, And I feel like Heavyweights is one of those stuff.
I see.
So Bateman wasn't able to get it, but yeah, 25-25, sudden death. Were you excited? Were you at the edge of your seat when this happened?
Oh yeah, I was kind of, because I was rooting for Ben, and when it goes to sudden death, I was excited. I'm like, oh, Ben still got a chance, but I'm like, well, this is Dan Murrell. Well, good luck.
By the way, your mic is kind of breaking up, but yeah. I see what you're getting at, and yeah, 25-25. They both make their first question in the sudden death, which was Angelina Jolie stars in what 2014 Disney film? Maleficent. That was easy. 20 the second question I didn't know the answer to. It was what was the title? Who co-starred with Emilio Estevez? But no, who co-starred with Charlie Sheen in 1999's comedy Man at Work? The answer was Emilio Estevez. Bateman got it wrong. He was thinking of the wrong film, apparently.
I see.
But yeah, 26-27, Denmark wins it again. Four times? Four times singles champion. Now double belt holder. The first one since, in terms of singles and teams, the first one since Sam Levine, who did it in 2017. Wait, 2017, 2018? I don't even know anymore. 2017, I feel like, or 18. But what did you think of this win by Morrell? Did it cement him in the greatest of all time conversation, like 100% now? What did you think of this win, overall match, thoughts about the post-interview and everything like that?
Yeah, so for this match, I think the theory also holds true how Denmark never lost a live event.
Live event.
Yep. That still holds true. He never lost a live event. Well, yeah. Now, I mean, yeah, he is the greatest of all time. What can you say?
And yeah, I think this 100%. If people arguing if he isn't the greatest of all time, people still put like, okay, definitely, like for me, I want to ask you too, in terms of Mount Rushmore of the Schmoedown, like if you have to pick 4 Schmoedown players that you think is the best of all time, what would it be? Think about it first. But I think this definitely cements him in terms of greatest of all time. Not only 4 singles champion, no one has done that. The closest one was 2-time, I think. Has Roka won it 3 times? I don't think Roka have won it 3. Wait, have he? One? I think he's won it twice. Oh god, my Schmoedown knowledge is failing me. But I feel like he's done it twice. I don't know if he's done it 3 times or not. But yeah, Denver has done it 4 times. No one has come even close to that. Double belted with teams as well, which is incredible. Now we just have to see if he can defend it. And he defeated Ben Bateman in a sudden death format, one of the best game players of all time. So 100%, he's the greatest of all time. And yeah, do you have your Mount Rushmore or not? Because if people ask me in terms of Mount Rushmore Schmoedown, I know it's tough, but I have to put Morrell, Rachel Cushing, John Roca for me is up there, and I have to say my other one. I think it has to be Sam Levine still because of what he did in terms of the run that he had. A close next one is Mike Kalinowski, because he's so good in Geekdom and team. But I just have to see him do better in singles as well. I agree. That's what I think. How about you?
Let's see. For me, it's the founding father, so Daniel John Roca. And the other two, I kind of agree with Rachel Cushing because how he just dominated like everything. For the last one, honestly, I want to say Mike, but his singles, his general trivia is still not that good.
Yeah, he's good in teams. He's won the team championship. He's won energy. Yeah, we'll see.
True.
We'll transition to the next one. We'll see how he does today, which is like in a couple of hours. He'll be doing this Throwdown against the family. Right. But yeah, definitely, I agree with you. All right, so our last lock it in. What should this one? So yeah, the answer is for this one, not lock it in, but
not lock it in.
Eventually, in the future, we might. All right, last one.
The family versus corruption will be a bloodbath. Shall we lock it in?
Yes.
Let's see.
Lock it in. I will lock this in so much. First of all, Chance Ellison, Drew McQueenie versus Andrew Guy versus Mike Kalinowski. That's all. It's like Chance Ellison versus Drew McQueenie's brain versus brain. Kalinowski versus Andrew Guy's mouth versus mouth. Yes, they have brains as well, but they're more about mouth and smack talking. Like literally, I never realized this until I heard it a few days ago. Mike Kalinowski and Andrew Guy legit have bad blood against each other, like for real. So if something happens in this match that whoever misses first in round 1, there's going to be a jab from whoever. If first, Andrew Guy is going to say something. If Andrew Guy misses first, Kalinowski is going to say something. I'm just waiting for that moment. And this will be a total bloodbath, I think. So it's going to depend completely because round number two, I don't think it's going to make or break because they will both do well in round number 2. I feel like in all the history match they have done well. Round number 3, most likely they're gonna do well as well because it's like back and forth, and Chance and Drew's not gonna miss. So it's gonna depend on round number 1, and the key is who's gonna have a better match, Kalinowski or Guy. and that's going to be the make or break factor here. And I really think it's going to be a bloodbath. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't really know their history that much, so I'm not sure what to say for this one.
So you don't think
Yeah,
it's going to be a bloodbath, though?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know their history, so I don't know.
You know the family, and you know
Yeah,
corruption.
I know the family. I know corruption, but I didn't know that Mike and Guy has a bad blood in real life. That I didn't know.
But like, okay, in terms of bloodbath, it's like, do you think there's going to be a slobber knocker of a fight? Do you think it's going to be an amazing fight that came down to the wire? Do you
No,
think?
I think it's gonna be like a really close match. It's gonna be a really close match. They both know what they're doing here.
Yeah, and I guess we should definitely do the pick and payoff because we sort of did it last week. In case anyone we want to change it, we get to say it again this week. But yeah, I really think this is going to be a bloodbath. And to me, the key, like yeah, once again, the key is either Andrew Guy or Mike Kalinowski. Like who's going to have the better match, literally? Because Drew McQueenie and Chance Ellison pretty much cancels each other out. So, and I think Mike Kalinowski, he's so good, but I don't know how much has he recovered from the spectacular. And Andrew Guy, I feel like he's just in a more comfortable zone because of his win against RM. So
I just thought of something really funny.
yeah, you just started laughing. I was confused.
Yeah. So the thing is, you know how I say my favorite Schmoedown match was when Ben Bateman knocked Andrew Guy out with a chair.
Yep.
And you know how there's a free for all coming up? I was imagining like all of them grabbing a chair, just going up the stage for free for all, and just beating each other out. That's why I started laughing. It's just
Well, I don't think they're gonna happen in free for all, but okay.
yeah, no, I don't know. My brain works in weird way. So I just imagine free for all. Like how many competitors are there gonna be?
I believe there's going to be 35. I want to say.
So yeah, imagine all 35 went to the stage at the same time, holding a chair each,
Mm-hmm.
and just go and have it at each other. Yeah, that's why I started laughing.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen at all.
That's what I will call a bloodbath. But other than that, no.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, let's. You have anything else to say about the preview about this match?
Well, in terms of if what you mean by bloodbath is gonna be a really really close match, I agree on it. I think this will be a really close match.
Fair enough. And while you're in the subject of free for all, should we say it?
Yeah.
People probably already know we're gonna be in the free for all. So if you guys meet us, say hi to us. We won't bite. We promise. And
Albert maybe, but I sure will not bite. Albert bitten me before, so
no, I haven't. What the hell? Don't say this fake news kind of thing. People will think I'm a cannibal or something. But talking about free for all, James, we have some names that have been confirmed by the commissioner. James White, the rookie from Burning Droogs, Tom from Tom and Paul, John Roca, Stacey Howard, Rachel, the Switchblade Silvestrini,
okay.
and yeah, that has been the one that's been confirmed so far. No one else has been confirmed.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we'll find out soon in the upcoming weeks.
All right.
But yeah, we'll be in free for all. So say hi. And I promise I will not be wearing this kind of layers. You will probably notice me. Well, maybe you won't notice me without the layers. I don't know.
No. If you wear this, people will notice you.
I'm not gonna wear this to free for all. All right. So yeah, that is all for the for lock it in. So we only lock in this one practically. We only lock in it's will be a bloodbath, and we'll be watching it as soon as it goes live. No reaction for me, sadly, but yep, well, this one's going to be fun to watch. And as you already know, Andrew Guy's gonna watch a live stream on his phone while the match is going on. That's what he said in Twitter. And talking about that was our segment from last time, which is tweet of the week. And I have found an amazing tweet. This is probably my favorite tweet ever since tweet of the week happened. And I'm going to share you the screen right now. It is from Cody Hall, and I'll remove this template thingy. It's from Cody Hall. and you know him as one of the as part of the Finstock Exchange. You know him for managing the cameras in terms of the Schmoedown match. You see him every time the Finstock Exchange play a match. They always span the camera to the side, and there's always Cody Hall over there. You see it, and he just made one of the best tweets of all time, in my opinion. Cody Hall tweeted at the real Cody Hall. I'm doing trivia at a bar right now, and none of these people are wearing wrestling belts and walking out to epic music. Very confused. I just found that excellently hilarious. So Cody, you just one tweet of the week right there. Honors to you, my friend. All right. You have any comment on that tweet or not? It's just very brilliant.
Yeah, that's nice. Like how you just so used to Schmoedown, it's like, wait, no grand entrance? Really? Okay.
Here's the belts. All right. So yeah, Pick'em Payoff. This is the segment. Well, Kenneth, you want to explain once again, in case people missed out in the first half?
All right. Pick'em Payoff is where we bet how the match goes, and we get each point for each correct bet that we do. And whoever rack up the most point wins. Well, the winner didn't get anything. The loser, though, as you can see,
I'm sweating like hell.
Will be punished.
Like this. But yeah, that was the month of February. I lost 3-6. Kenneth have 6-3, exact opposite. So now we're going to the month of March, and we have 3 matches that we can sort of pick and pay off for today. Mm-hmm. We have not seen Corruption versus Family, so we'll be doing that. Final Exam versus The Experiment, which I forget what The Experiment is. I don't know where I can check who The Experiment is. I feel like I've heard it, but I just don't remember who. I'll double check if I can find it.
Final Exam, The Experiment.
And then Jeff Snyder versus Ethan Irwin. So there's the one that I have scheduled for next week. So we'll be doing that. So Kenneth, why don't you pick yours first while I try to figure out who The Experiment is?
Okay.
Corruption.
Okay. Corruption versus The Family. I have to go with Corruption.
You want to explain?
Well,
you're the explain. I guess. You're the explain. So.
Well, Mike Kalinowski is one of my favorite players. There you go. That's why. If it's even against another group, I'll just go with Corruption because Mike Kalinowski is one of my favorite players. Not really much explanation needed there.
Fair enough. I went with The Family last week because of a gut feeling. I have a gut feeling that Nduga is going to be more on his game today, so I'm going with The Family. So we are going to have a different one directly starting off. Wait.
Right.
Wait, actually, our record is not 1-1. Our record is 0-0. Our record is 1-1 because I won for Merle.
Yeah, you won Merle.
I won for Damon.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we're 1-1. I almost forget there. Okay, I'll update that right now. Okay, so your next pick. So Final Exam versus Experiment. I remember what this is now. So Final Exam is Lon Harris and Paul Oyama, the 2 top players from Swag, which is going to be.
Oh, okay.
And the Experiment is from Corruption. Is going to be Elliot Dewberry, one half of Wildberries, and Mark Edward Hoyk, which is, if you remember from last year's tournament, he was part of the Self-Righteous Brothers with Whitney Seibold. So what do you have there?
I think I'm gonna go with the Final Exam.
Final Exam because of Oyama, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because it's Oyama, and also I'm scared of Final Exam.
I'm also going to go with Final Exam because Oyama and Lon Harris. Lon Harris is super underrated, and I think Oyama will bring the best out of him. So, okay, and last one, Jeff Snyder versus Ethan Irwin in singles. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, me? Personally, Ethan Irwin. What about you?
I too am going to go with Ethan Irwin. In terms of singles, Ethan is just a better player. Snyder is a better teams player. He's good. He's underrated. But he hasn't proven. Every time he goes to singles, it seems like he's good and then he gave up halfway. And that's why he's good in teams, because someone needs to bring him back up in terms of his mood. Like, he's like a very moody player. So yeah, in terms of singles, I think I have to go with Ethan Irwin.
Okay.
All right, so we have one different, the 3 the same. So we'll see what happens after next week. Someone's gonna have the lead and the other won't.
All right.
But yeah, that is Pick'em Payoff, and I don't think there's any other segments that we have. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You have your interesting fact that you want to say?
Interesting fact. Yeah,
Go find it first.
maybe.
I'm gonna do my plugs and then you go find it. So yeah, once again, support everything Schmoedown do. The SEN just made a Patreon, so if you want to support that, go ahead. You can support whatever we do as well. Go to Anchor and leave us a review. Go to Apple Podcasts, not the Pegs. So for everything, all of the show is available everywhere. Just type down not the Pegs. It's available there. Leave a review for us on the show. You can find me at Twitter and Instagram at Wiradharma, and you can find my YouTube channel at Jaw Movies. That's where the video version right now it lives. And you can also find my Schmoedown reaction, which the Atlanta live event on my channel. Go check it out. If you just want to skip to the best parts, if you're watching until this episode till the very end, so you sort of like that's when you stick around. So I'm going to tell you the best parts of the reaction, in my opinion. Robert Parker appearing in the very end. I definitely freaked out on that. Ben Nathan getting the 3 on the buzzer. I freaked out on that. And then the last win, I was just stunned when Merle won. So I didn't really freak out, but I was just like astonishment. But yeah, those are like 3 highlights. Oh, and Dagnino throwing his shirt. So yeah. All right, Kenneth, where can people find you? And then let us know with the interesting fact.
From my Instagram is at Kenneth_Luciano, and my Twitter at KennethLucianoS, which I still haven't touched till this day because I have no idea how to use Twitter.
Fair enough. All right.
Interesting fact of the day. Do you know about word font?
The what?
Word font. Like in Microsoft Word, where you have a lot of different styles, different font. Yeah. So Comic Sans came from an actual comic book. That font came from an actual comic book. That's gonna be your interesting fact for today.
I feel like I know that, like by just inferring. But yeah, that's an interesting fact.
Yeah, this is interesting. Now you know it's from an actual comic.
All good. All right, guys. So thank you for watching once again. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and until next time, spin it from the wheels.
Not the packs.
See ya.